want to lean on your shoulder.
Before we start, I know hopefully all of you had the opportunity to be here Wednesday night. We did our roast to George Lapidus, and I think we need to take a moment and thank Greg for a great job of quarterbacking that evening. So, if you were counting, Greg managed 10 speakers over the course of the evening and several egos, and did a great job at all of it. So, guys, Lee Earl Tyree, those were impressive wins over Kingsbury and Hamilton, 50-plus points each. Putting up those kind of numbers, you normally have to play Arkansas.
Oh.
And Reggie, it is good to see you again. I don't know how many of you are aware of it. George Lapidus would have been here today. He and Reggie he and Coach Tuberville are good friends. He and Reggie also. But George is out of town for some treatment, so Reggie is doing a show in order to maintain his Coach Tuberville, it's great to see you again. Coach Tuberville has always been a great friend of the Touchdown Club, and when it was before its merger, the Quarterback Club, and when Coach Tuberville was at Ole Miss, within the easy driving distance, he came every year to the Quarterback Club and the Touchdown Club, and not only did he come, but he came early and he stayed late and he shook all the hands. So one of the best speakers and the most loyal friends either club ever had. So thank you. I know you would have preferred to speak at night, but you had some flight scheduling issues. We actually thought we had worked out some alternative private plane transportation for Coach Tuberville. One of the SEC schools is well known for arranging the use of its private plane to pick up the coaches of other schools. But regrettably, Auburn could not accommodate us with the travel. Also, congratulations on the win over Connecticut. Most of all, not getting upset on a big upset Saturday. Not only did Cincinnati win Saturday, but also the other schools where you recently coached did very well Saturday. Time constraints preclude me from going through the entire list. You are still at Cincinnati. Texas Tech beat West Virginia 37-27. I assume many of your recruits played a big part in that win. And Auburn upset LSU. Maybe some of the players you recruited at Auburn were fifth-year seniors in that game. LSU at Auburn were fifth-year seniors in that game. I'm sorry, I said LSU and then Texas A&M. But I'm guessing some of your recruits played in that game. And finally, Ole Miss upset LSU Saturday. And I got to assume any ex-Rebels who you coached were probably working jobs in the stadium at that time. As I said, Arkansas, where I believe you turned down the coaching job, remains the only consistent performer in the SEC this year, giving up 52 points 2 weeks in a row. I don't know what's happened to Auburn, to Arkansas. They were holding SEC opponents to just over 37 points a game, but now that's jumped all the way up to 44. I want to congratulate Tennessee on the victory over the Gamecocks Saturday. It was their first win over a ranked opponent since 2009 when they beat South Carolina on Halloween weekend. There was a lot of emotion in Tennessee. I understand the team dedicated the game to the band. I was in Nashville following the Tennessee game on the massive 9-foot video board at the Vanderbilt Stadium, where Vandy was beating its first ranked opponent since 2008 when it had a win over South Carolina. You probably see a pattern developing here. Does that bother me? Not really. I went back to the hotel drew a warm bath of water bath. And just as I was getting out my razor, I heard the TV report that Florida State was beating Clemson 17-0, and so I had a reason to live. But as I said, I was at the Vandy-Georgia game. It was a great game. It was a game of dramatic momentum shifts. Vandy made several errors early. Georgia took the lead. Then Vandy came back and took the lead, only to give it back moments later on a poorly conceived cross-field pass that was intercepted. Then at halftime, the Vandy band performed a salute to Aerosmith that can only be described as extremely moving. I thought I saw Coach Franklin wipe a tear from his eyes as the band concluded its performance with "Dude Looks Like a Lady." It's very interesting to sit in the stands at Vanderbilt. After an apparent season-ending injury to Austin Carter-Samuels, the Vanderbilt quarterback, the Commodore fans seemed to lose focus on the game. Around me, I could hear the conversations turn from football to discussions of particle physics, portfolio management, and French versus California Cabernets. But late in the game, Vandy managed to score a touchdown and took advantage of some Georgia miscues and won the game. And in the loss, though, there's always a bright spot. Bill, I think Aaron Murray became the SEC's all-time leader in offense, passing Tim Tebow's mark. And Jordan Matthews, the Vandy receiver, needs only 19 yards to be the all-time SEC leading receiver. So a lot of interesting things happened on Saturday, none of them really to me, but we'll see what happens this weekend as Missouri continues to lead the SEC East with the only undefeated conference and regular record, and of course Alabama goes to Tennessee, where they'll hope to come out without any injuries. That Tennessee defense is tough. They remind me a lot of the 2011 New Orleans Saints. Anyway, thank you very much, Greg. I'm going to turn the mic back over to you.